So today, guys, plug is serious. Plug is serious. If you are a regular girl like me and over the makeup, every day, I've discovered a gem in the form of quick face. Okay, today I'm gonna do my clean girl makeup look using quick face products. And I'm going to talk about the fact that I have not achieved my goals again for this year. And just trying to figure out why the hell can I not follow through. Alright, so I got this kit for 599 and it missed the price. And what it has is a hydration mist. It's got a palette that you use for your makeup, the whole thing, your highlight, your contour, and your foundation. As you can see, yaka is really busy, but I bought an extra one because am I a medium or am I a dark? So I bought a dark extra and I realized I'm actually a dark. And then it's got bronzer, it's got setting powder. And let me tell you, before I started using this thing, I never used to use setting powder. So, it has plagued me. And then it's got mascara. And then it's got lip gloss. And it also has a brow defining pencil. And really, these 7 products give you a quick makeup look that looks divine, mind you. So, you know what? I am just going to start and I'm going to show you how it goes. And to prove that it takes about 10 minutes, right? I'm going to put my timer on for 10 minutes to show you. It doesn't have to take you that long. And I love it so much because it can work not personally. I use it every day, like during the days, not every day, but during the week, because I go from gym to work. And then the product is 57 so I loved this concept and I was sleeping on it for a very long time, mind you. This thing I've been sleeping on it and I saw it the other day and I figured, you know what, let me get it. So yeah, they say it's a 7-step product, by the way. Like, it's a 7-step makeup look. I'm not gonna go through the steps. I'm just gonna apply it and you guys can see, because some people apply it differently and I found what works for me. So okay, time. Okay, before I start, I actually start with a little bit of Vaseline. Vaseline for everything, guys. Vaseline to pull back. Like, I use Vaseline for everything. So I start with a little bit of Vaseline and then get applier. A little bit of the hydration mist. I should really consider getting a mirror because I don't have a mirror and I have to use this one from my fake Morphe palette. But as I was saying, you see, I'm talking a lot and then 10 minutes it will fade. But the first thing that really resonated with me was that I am impatient with my goals. Impatient, and that's why to a point where I don't reach my goals. I'm very impatient. I think that things should come easy, and when they don't come easy and they don't come fast, it stresses me out, and that tends to put me in a spot where now I don't follow through because because I thought I should have gotten it by now, I should have been able to do this by now. And then at the end of the day, I'm not there yet. And I feel like, man, this is not it. Maybe this is not the goal for me. Maybe this is not meant for me. But in all honesty, you're just being impatient, Like, life doesn't happen at your pace. Life happens at life's pace. And you don't always get things when you want them. Sometimes you need to wait a little bit longer, or you need to be more resilient, or you need to persevere a little bit longer. So I'll be so impatient and I will think maybe it's the plan I made. The plan I made was not good enough. And then I will think maybe I need to change the plan. But I feel like when I look back, I just didn't give the plan a chance to succeed. So I can't really blame it on the plan if I didn't apply some resilience, you know, and patience and just perseverance. So yeah, I think going into this new season of my life, and this month I'm turning 30, by the way, I am going to practice a little bit more patience, because time will pass either way. Whether you are impatient or patient, time will pass, and maybe I should just stop stressing myself about the passing time. The other thing that I saw that is a problem was self-comparison. I am always comparing myself to where all the other ladies are and how fast and how great her things are looking, and thinking, why nna dio tsaka di sa tsamaye ka mokgwa tsa mang di tsamayang ka teng, why nna dio tsaka di tsaya sebaka yana. And then what you end up doing, or what I've ended up doing, I end up now changing my plans, because I think maybe plan ya ole itlo bereka better than my plan. But in all honesty, I didn't have to change my plans, guys. I just had to mind my own business, you know. Next door and focus on me and focus on the things that I'm doing the way I'm doing it. Because at the end of the day, it's about me and it's about my life. And then honestly, let's post on my Instagram, forgetting that I will never come to Instagram and say, guys, I'm stressed. Forget it. Don't let your enemies see you sweating, Pela. So that was the problem. Like, I would go there and feel like Mara, I don't live with that person. Ke bona 5 minutes ya high fela ya Instagram and ke my life and my reality. So stop comparing yourself with other people. Run your own race and be proud of your progress and the things that you do. Ke tlwaele dilo tsa ka mo next door. Dilo tsa ka mo next door di mpolaya, di mfetsa. O ka se itse gore motho le yena bophelo ba hae gore bo tsamaye ka mokgwa bo tsamayang go irahala eng. You know, you don't have context of what's happening in other people's lives, but you get upset that their lives are moving different. And everyone's blessings are different as well. So I need to stop that nonsense. Okay, I've got 4 minutes left. And then I want to register this palette to do all of it. And then I'm just gonna blend. And then hake blender, give it the sponge. Get a little bit of the hydration mist just to wet my sponge a little bit. And then blender, and then hands the blender, the stopper who stress next door, and we mind our own business. And then the next thing that was a problem for me was fear of failure and perfectionism. Fear of failure and perfectionism has been a reason why I haven't showed up many a times when I could have shown up, right? Because of fear of failure and wanting things to be absolutely perfect, I have said no, or I have stopped doing certain things because I was not good enough. And I'll give you an example. I recorded this video of this makeup when I bought it, and then it was too long and I couldn't edit it and all of these things. And then I just gave up on the entire video because I felt like I kopani. And then when I gave up on the entire video, I started having negative self-talk and telling myself, oh, you see, you're not good enough for this. You know, who do you think you are? And, you know, like wanting things to be super perfect. How do you see perfect? I give up. And when I give up, it takes me a long time to recover. It took me about 3 weeks of not recording a video or posting a video on my YouTube to recover. And this is me recovering right now, you know. Like, let go of the desire to be perfect. No one is perfect. Life is not perfect, you know. And I don't understand why sometimes like at this point, and then I'm so afraid that people will not receive what I'm doing in a positive manner. So I'm like, what if they don't like it? What if they think it's a hot mess? And, you know, I don't show up. But at the end of the day, when I don't show up, I disappoint myself. You know, I don't think a bad video is failure. I think failure is not shooting a video at all. And I allowed myself to get into that space. So now I'm going to just do my best. And even if the video is not perfect, I'm just going to continue as it is. Yes. So, Rublendi Lenu, do you see how cute I am? Do you see how cute I am? I've got about 1 minute and 43 seconds, but I'm not going to look at the time because I'm talking. So I assume it's going to be like 12 minutes. But whereas if I was not doing it while talking, it's very fast. So the next thing is I'm going to setting powder. And can I tell you, before this, I never used to use setting powder because of Nixai understand the bila. But since I started using this makeup kit, I even use setting powder. Like you know. So now it doesn't. But yeah, let's apply. And I apply so little just to set my eyes. I can apply yokari white. No, I really apply a little bit just to set my eyes. Enough. I apply less is more. Hapo ya mmeroko mwena. How you groove, you know? Most of the time I apply this makeup ya mmeroko. I think I go feel like mmeroko okare ke apply le mo vein most fatle home. Ke tsusa batho. Okay. Where were we? Yes, I was telling you about fear of failure and perfectionism. Wanting to be perfect will hinder you from showing up a lot of times because you're not always great at what you do. You just sometimes, days are not the same. And if you always want to be perfect, you're going to stress yourself and life will not work in that way. Life doesn't work in that way. No one is perfect, And now you're working towards this inattainable thing called perfectionism, and I feel like now I should just focus on progress over perfectionism because progress, at least it allows me to be proud of myself. Okay, 10 minutes is up. How many extra minutes I'm gonna take to do this makeup look, right? Yeah, so the setting powder is on and we're gonna move to the brows. And the the brows, I don't usually do my brows, right? I just fill in a little bit, and the only reason I fill in is because the guy on Ankira this threading, he just went too high on this eye, so I need to fill in. But yeah, I do a little bit of filling in, but not much at all. I have been blessed with very good eyebrows, so I really don't have to, I have been blessed. Although they're not matching completely. As you know, they're cousins, not sisters. Your eyebrows are cousins, not sisters. But yes, that is literally all I do for my brows. And then I just comb them out a little bit. And that's all. Yes, and then the last thing before I finish this makeup look is that I rely too much on motivation. Like, I do things when I feel like it, and that is, I think, my biggest issue why I wasn't following through. I succumb to the pressures or the stress of immediate satisfaction, so that doesn't allow me to fully show up as I need to fully show up. And that is probably one of the biggest things that morale. I rely on motivation and feeling like it. If I don't feel like it, I won't do it, and I will take my excuses and turn them into valid reasons why I cannot show up for this thing. I'm busy at work, but I can Netflix and chill the whole night, So am I really busy at work, or am I just running away from facing that fear of failure, that happens? So look out for wanting to only do things when you are motivated. It's a trap, it's a lie, it's a scam covered in a facade, and it will boost some morale. You will not always feel like doing the right thing, and you need to get into a place of having systems and habits and routines to allow you to do the right thing whether you feel like it or not. So look out for that one, and I think that one was my biggest one. Like, just not showing up because I don't feel like it. And if no matter how hard, how much you want something, it doesn't mean every day you're gonna feel like it. So I'm doing the highlight, and then the last step, which is lip gloss. No matter how much you love what you do or you feel like what you do is important, You will not always feel like it. Even people who are living their passions and living out their dreams, they don't always feel like doing that thing. And they always feel like it. And that's why when now you are aspiring to this unreasonable expectation, like you always feel like working, So no, don't get into that. But yeah, those are my main reasons why I feel like I have not followed through. And getting into this new phase of my life, I'm just gonna focus on firstly forgiving myself for not achieving my goals, so that I can refocus and restart on them. And then I'm gonna practice a little bit more self-compassion. Life is hard, things are hard, and I don't need to be stressing myself. Like, no. And I'm going to be very patient. I'm going to be patient and persevere. It's not the plan that's the problem. It's the fact that we give up on the plan too quickly. That is the problem. And then the last thing, okay, get out the brow gel, and I just line my lips a little bit. The last thing that I am going to do is get rid of the negative self-talk. The negative self-talk that comes with the perfection, sometimes I I won't do something, and then I start telling myself, yeah, but that's why you don't deserve this, that's why you're not good enough, that's why you like this, and that is problematic. So rid of the negative self-talk. And then finally, progress, not perfection, honey. Progress, not perfection. So we are done. Yes. How cute do I look? And this took me 15 minutes because of and I can't multitask. So, and then get la mist to come just for that last vavavoom. And then bona ngwana o tloa byang, bona mogela o tloa yang. I absolutely love this look, guys, and I love it with my bold hair. But actually, my next video is trying out wigs from China Mall, so I'm going to record it after this. But tell me what you think, guys. I absolutely love this. And thank you so much for tuning in today. And I wish you all the best with your next season of life. We're getting into the next of the half year. And I wish you all the best. May all your dreams come true. May all your goals just happen. May you follow through. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you next week. Okay, bye. Keep